and welcome to another Experienced Office Manager information video. I'm here today with Dr. James Cobb. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he does and a little bit about posture at work.
Thanks, Paul. Okay, so the thing that we know about posture is that it's influenced most heavily by the things that we do most often. So if we're sitting in our office for long periods, it gets harder and harder for us to maintain an upright posture throughout the day. So you might notice this yourself, Paul, sitting up straight, but when you're sitting down, your legs are out from underneath you, you're relying on the seat that you're sitting on to hold your pelvis in the right position to create the right shape through the spine, but it's very, very easy for our body to fall forward into that slumpy posture. Now, what that means for us physiologically is that on the inside, our body's made up of about 70 billion cells individually. And if they're all stuck in that same squeezed, slumpy forward posture, hold your hand onto that for me for a second. What we're going to find is that over the course of the hours that we spend sitting, our posture is going to tend to get stuck more and more in that forward position. And our body sort of adapts to that change in position to the point where by the end of the day, when we finally do get to stand up straight, it's really hard for our body to pull itself back upright. One of the problems is we don't have any muscles behind the spine to be able to pull us in this direction. So if we've been stuck forward for too long, by the time we go to get up at the end of the day, it's really difficult for us to do that without getting dragged back into that forward posture again. So one of the things that we advise our patients to do as often as possible is to basically just stand up, to straighten their spine out, to get their body moving, introduce a bit of movement through the day, so you're not stuck for hours on end like this. If you're sitting for 20 or 30 minutes, just the act of standing up out of your seat is enough to sort of break those adhesions up before they have a chance to get really stuck, and you're much less likely to be left with a lasting problem with your posture. The other thing that we recommend is obviously sit-stand desks. They've become a big thing in the last few years, and these guys are obviously the experts in Newcastle in that field, so they'll be able to offer you some great advice around that. But basically, if there was one thing that I could advise during the day, it's just to introduce more movement. Even just getting out of your seat and standing up straight, get your arms above your head, get some movement through your body, it's going to prevent you from getting stuck into that forward posture.
So really the goal is not to be static and not to be frozen in one position for a long time during the day.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's not even so much just the sitting that's bad, it's the lack of movement that tends to create in the workplace.
And if people are suffering from stiffness and spending too much time at work, is there something they can do about it? Can they come and see you?
Absolutely. So the work that we do is really focused around helping your body get out of the posture patterns that it can't correct for itself. Our body's pretty amazing at how well it's able to rebalance and repair itself, but there are certain positions that certain bones can get stuck where we just don't have the ability to correct that for ourselves, and that's really where we come into it, and we can help you identify which problems your body's struggling with most, get them aligned better, get your posture more upright and with a lot less effort.
That's fantastic. I know I need some help. I'm going to have to make an appointment.
Yeah.
We'll put a link to Dr. James's company in the bio. Feel free to get in contact with him through his website.
Absolutely.
And find out a bit more.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.